one of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians finale finally happened, and we learned a lot. Like the fact that Tristan Thompson threatened to hurt himself after news of the scandal broke, and that Jordyn Woods never apologized.
But Jordyn never once has Jordyn said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
While we're on the topic of the finale, I also have the details on how Jordyn and Tristan feel watching the scandal play out. Plus, that's not the only Kard Jenner news we need to discuss. I need to fill you guys in on Kylie and Kendall Jenner's wild night out with Sofia Richie this weekend, along with the fact that we've learned more details about Kourtney and Scott's solo trip last week. Turns out Sofia didn't miss out by choice. Yeah, clearly you can tell we have a lot to discuss, so stay right here to catch up. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill. I know we have a lot of Kard Jenner news to get into, so let's not waste any time. Please give this video a share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell because you know the drama isn't over yet. I know you all are dying to get into last night's episode of Keeping Up, but first, we have to discuss a few other things that happened this weekend, like Kylie and Kendall Jenner going out with Sofia Richie. E! News reports that the Jenner sisters and Sofia all partied together to celebrate their mutual friend Tiffany Soria's birthday. The party appeared to be disco themed, and all three ladies' outfits did not disappoint. All three ladies appeared to have a great time, which was welcomed considering they've all been having their fair share of drama lately. As I told you all last week, Ben Simmons, aka Kendall's ex, liked one of her Instagram pictures, sending everyone into a tizzy about whether or not that actually meant something. Well, Kylie, well, we're gonna get into that finale here in just a bit. And Sofia, the girl needed to blow off some steam after not being included in Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick's latest vacation. Last week, I filled you guys in on how Kourtney and Scott were spotted in Costa Rica with the kids, sans Sofia. It was reported that Sofia's dad, Lionel, was celebrating his 70th birthday during the trip, so we chalked her absence up to a familial obligation. However, now we've learned that's not entirely the case. In a new report from Radar Online, a source revealed that Scott essentially told Sofia that she was, quote, not welcome on this recent trip, and obviously she wasn't too happy about it. The source went on to say, quote, Sofia knows that Scott loves her, and that's not the issue. The issue is that she believes and always has believed that he is still in love with Kourtney. Personally, I don't really know what to believe here because shortly after this report, a source spoke to Hollywood Life and shared that the reason Sofia skipped the trip was because the Keeping Up cameras were there and she doesn't want to be in front of them. This source shared that Sofia has, quote, no interest in doing reality TV with or without Scott, but she continues to support whatever he chooses. In my opinion, this second report had just one too many damage control undertones for me to believe it. It's my belief that while Scott might not have explicitly told Sofia she isn't welcome, he probably made it clear in other ways that it would be best for her to just stay home, which honestly would make anyone feel just a tad insecure. Moving on, let's get into that Keeping Up finale part 1. Last night, the episode we've all been waiting for this season finally happened, and it definitely was mind-blowing. First of all, we found out that Khloe had a pregnancy scare days before this whole thing happened. She was filling Kylie and Kris in on her horrible migraines and nausea when Kylie suggested she take a pregnancy test. Thankfully, it was negative. After that, we saw a little bit more of Khloe's health struggles, learned some details of Kanye's Sunday service, and then we saw the scandal break. And for me, the biggest things that we learned last night are 1. Jordyn first admitted to Khloe that her and Tristan did make out. She later changed her story. 2, Tristan also admitted something took place through text messages to Khloe. I assume that was after he tweeted and deleted fake news. 3, Jordyn tried to tell Khloe her loyalty was to her. Kim was all of us when she saw right through that.
She was like, I love you, my loyalty is always to you.
What are you talking about? Loyalty is to you. This is like the biggest contradiction ever.
4, during a conversation with Kourtney and Scott, Khloe revealed that Tristan was threatening to harm himself over all of this and the fact that Khloe was not talking to him. I want to point out that Khloe did the right thing in calling one of his friends to check on Tristan, who told the friend he was all good. And the 5th biggest takeaway, the fact that Jordyn never apologized to Khloe during all of this.
But Jordyn never once has Jordyn said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, yes, I know Jordyn reportedly had an emotional phone call with Kris where she apologized several times, but a key point for me was that she never told Khloe sorry, which I don't care if you think Jordyn did anything wrong or not. you have to at least admit she could have at least muttered the words, "I'm sorry." Now that last night's episode has aired, I do have an update on how Jordyn and Tristan feel about everything being out there. It should come as no surprise that Tristan could care less. In a new report from Hollywood Life, a source revealed that Tristan had no plans to watch this episode or any other in the future. The source said, quote, "It doesn't concern him whatsoever." Remember that when you start to feel bad for him, because you think the guy would be just a tad concerned how he's portrayed as treating the mother of his child. And as far as Jordyn is concerned, it's not as easy for her. The source went on to say, quote, "She still feels terrible and is sad to not have Kylie in her life. She's more emotional and remorseful over this than Tristan. She misses Kylie and the girls. They were family to her." All right, you guys, I'm ready to hear your thoughts on all of this Kar Jenner news. What was your reaction to Kendall and Kylie's night out with Sofia, the tea about Kourtney and Scott's vacation, and of course, last night's Part 1 finale? What was the biggest shock to you? Are you surprised by Jordyn and Tristan's reactions? Let it out down below. For more Kar Jenner news, make sure to check out one of our recent videos. And for more celeb news, click subscribe.